Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Advance. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And man, I cannot wait to get into this show. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Well, whenever you see us producing shows like this, you know the NBA season is back. And these spirited debates are now going to be starting all over again. And we're going to get into a whole nother season of it. The LeBron fans are going to come out, start calling me a LeBron hater. And we're just going to get it going. We're going to get it going. And then we're going to go through the season. We'll take a break and then we'll do it again. But yesterday, well, this week really, but on the 30th was Media Day. And 27 NBA teams were speaking to the media. All of them were there. We covered some of it. Yesterday, we spoke a little bit about what Ben Simmons had to say. We spoke a little bit about what the Kawhi Leonard had to say. The other day, we went over some comments that Russell Westbrook had to say. But really, the team that was going to make the most noise, as they always do, is the Los Angeles Lakers, featuring LeBron James. And they have so many storylines with LeBron, Bronny, the status of the team, their new head coach, JJ Redick, and all of that. So what happened? Yesterday, I tuned into a segment on ESPN First Take. And on the panel, it was Shannon Sharpe, Stephen A. Smith, Molly Karam, and Swagoo. And they were talking about some comments that LeBron James made during a presser, where essentially they were asking him about his basketball status in terms of how much does he have left in the tank. As you guys know, LeBron will be turning 40 years old. How much can he contribute? And you know, what does he feel he can give to the game? And LeBron was basically saying that, look, I still have a lot in the tank and all of that and blah, 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 blah. And this was the question that the panel was reacting to. But for whatever reason, what LeBron was saying began to annoy Stephen A. Smith. And it ended up turning into this big shouting match in humor, obviously not like seriously going at each other, but this big shouting match between Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe and then Swagoo. And then at the end, Kendrick Perkins jumped in, and it was all centered on what LeBron said, because Stephen A. Smith felt like LeBron James was trying to change the narrative once again, and then it created this entire entertaining segment, if I have to say myself. So this is the segment that we want to focus on before we get into what these guys said. Today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, GameTime. With only 4 months left until the end of the year, I look forward to creating special moments with family and friends by attending various theaters, shows, plays, and sporting events. And when it comes time for me to look for tickets, I absolutely love to use GameTime. GameTime is one of the most reliable marketplaces for last-minute tickets to the most popular events in sports, music, and theater in more than 60 cities across the United States and Canada. GameTime saves me money, time, and peace of mind, so I don't have to sort through thousands of tickets looking for the best prices or worry about whether or not if they're authentic or whether I'm going to receive them on time. GameTime Picks, one of my favorite GameTime tools, analyzes thousands of tickets for all of your favorite events near your location and finds you the best possible deal so you don't have to. For example, I'm looking forward to this upcoming concert at Madison Square Garden of one of my favorite composers, Hans Zimmer. Here, I can select the all-in price to see the total ticket price up front. No hidden fees. And now I can sort through the best possible deals I can find. I can choose the cheapest deals, the great deal, or the amazing deal. Once you select the ticket you want, you can use their panoramic seat view to ensure you know exactly what you're getting before you buy. And if you're like me and always make plans at the last minute, you can grab tickets up to 90 minutes after the event has started. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with GameTime. Download the app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account and use redeem code CLNS for $20 off. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do now is want to play exactly what these gentlemen had to say here, and then want to come back and really react to their comments. Take a listen to the panel here.
Sit back and chill, because you missed what Shannon trying to do with his slick ass self. Let me tell you something right now, okay? Yo, Shannon, how many games did you go to last year, bro? How many games you go to last year? Guess what? You didn't make it. You didn't. Oh, yeah. I understand that. Last time I checked, you work after the games. You didn't have time to go to the games because you knew the Lakers wasn't going to do a damn thing. And that's where this point is going. Who the hell said LeBron wasn't great? You see, this is what LeBron. Remember when I said, do I got to get my ticket? Shannon, you want here for this? Do I got to get the ticket, Molly? Do I got to put it up there? Great actor, great businessman, great father, great. Do I got to get all of that up? We should say that. Who questioned the greatness of LeBron James? None of us have. He's on the Mount Rushmore. I got him top 2 all time in the history of basketball.
And he ain't
He's a 4-time. Hold on, Shannon. He's a 4-time champion, right? Listen, all of that stuff he bringing up is stuff we could talk about later. We know he's great. That ain't the point. What you gonna do with the Lakers, bro? Are they gonna be great? You gonna win some damn games? Don't make this about him. No, this ain't about him. Bronny, I'm wishing Bronny nothing but the best. I hope that brother, that young kid, has a bright future. Nothing but the best to him and his wonderful family, the whole 9. LeBron James, what's up, bro? Are the Lakers gonna win? Oh, you gonna be relevant? You gonna get bounced out in 5 games in the first round? You gonna get swept whenever you see Jokic in the vicinity and you ain't got Steph and the crew to help you out? But when you going against Serbia, what you gonna do? That's the point. Don't change the narrative. Don't let them change the narrative. Oh, I'm in the best shape and I feel like I can. Everybody know how great he is. Everybody know he's a champion. Everybody know he's in phenomenal shape. We even chronicled how much money he spends on his body. $1.5 million last time we checked. More than you, Shay. More than you, Shay. But it don't matter. At the end of the day, he got to show up. And are the Lakers going to be relevant? That's the damn narrative. This ain't as the Lakers turn. This ain't no damn soap opera. Handle your business. We want to see you win basketball games and go deep into the playoffs. That's the subject matter. Don't change it. Don't change it.
The question was, does LeBron have something left in the tank? Why you go all of this? What you gonna do, bro? You gonna make the playoffs? You gonna win a title? That's what the question. Answer the question.
That's what I was about to do.
I need you to instruct Stephen A. to answer the question. Does he have something left in the tank? You damn right he does.
He avoided that like the plague, Jay. He avoided that.
That's all I need you to say.
Time out. Right now, approaching age 40, LeBron James is still one of the top players in the world.
Okay, for sure.
Easily. There's
Why did you
nothing.
say that?
That's my point. To ask this question feeds right in to that cushiony position he wants to be in. No.
What cushiony
position?
Why you didn't put that? Hold on.
Are the Lakers going to compete for the championship?
Swag
yes or no?
You see
you one of the producers on the show. You should have put the damn question up there.
I was trying to help Shannon.
No, Swagoo, you see what he did? Why did you have that at the why did you put that at the last chapter? Why did you put that at the preface? Why did you lead with that? That's not what you led with. You went all around the world when you could went right out the street and got what
this is what he do. This is what he do. No, this is what you do. When we get on here, we start hearing time out. Let me say something about it. Does he have a lot in the tank? You damn right he do. Year 22. He got enough in the tank, and I guarantee you this. Based on history, what it tells me and Shay is that the Los Angeles Lakers will be in the conversation throughout the year to get into the playoffs and potentially have a chance.
Okay. Time out. Can we bring in somebody who actually played the game, an NBA player?
So you heard what the panel had to say there, right? You heard what he had to say. You even heard the part when Swagoo asked last year, was anyone saying that they had positive expectations about the Lakers? As he was saying that, I actually had, when I was watching it for the first time, I actually had to think back and say, but wait a minute, were they saying that the Lakers had a chance? And then I remembered that people were saying that. People were saying, I remember on FS1, on ESPN, shows like Undisputed with Keyshawn Johnson, Paul Pierce, Stephen A. Smith, Kendrick Perkins, I think Shannon Sharpe, and some Nick Wright, and all of these guys were saying that if the Lakers get into the playoffs, they feel comfortable about the Lakers' chances against every single team in the West with the exception of the Denver Nuggets. I remember that. I remember these people saying this. I remember them saying, outside of the Denver Nuggets, the Lakers don't have anyone to be afraid of. And then some people were saying, oh, no, the Lakers should want to play the Denver Nuggets. I remember this. Some people were saying the Lakers should want to play the Denver Nuggets to get their toughest opponent out of the way so that they can face whomever else will be left standing. People were saying that. Why am I saying that? They were saying that they believe that the Lakers were going to be they had a real chance to come out the West. I remember saying that. People saying that. And what happened was once the Denver Nuggets beat the Lakers in 5 and they ended up losing to the Wolves, a lot of us were like, well, if the Lakers couldn't beat the Nuggets in 5, good Lord, how the hell were they supposed to beat the Wolves, right? And some of us were like, okay, maybe that was the gap. But last year, did that conversation take place? It absolutely did. Now, back to what Stephen A. Smith got upset about. And to be honest with you, I was a bit surprised at how much Stephen A. Smith got worked up over LeBron's comments. But what I think is Stephen A. Smith is reacting to things that have happened in the past. Stephen A. Smith has always said that he feels that LeBron has this fetish of trying to control narratives. He's been saying this for years, and I think in this moment he felt as if LeBron was trying to do that once again by basically saying, shifting off the expectations of, hey, we have a lot to prove. And Stephen A. Smith was like, we understand that you're great, but what are you gonna accomplish this year? Whereas the other player or the other people on the panel were like, well, the question says, does he have anything left in the tank? And then at one point, Swagoo was like, well, if you wanted us to answer that question, you would have just simply changed the question instead of asking us, since you're one of the producers, instead of asking us, does he have anything left in the tank? And I think he brings up a good point. I'm not 100% sure why Stephen A. Smith was so worked up over what LeBron had to say. This is just me. It's not 100% clear to me because LeBron answered a question that was asked to him in terms of if he has anything left in the tank. Now, if they had asked him, hey, what are your expectations for the team? And he said, oh, well, we'll see how it goes. I don't really expect much. Then that would be something different. So with that part of Stephen A. Smith, I truly don't get why he was so fired up over that. In terms of the other part with Swagoo talking about, well, who expected a lot of, everybody did. And by everybody, I'm talking about most of the big names in sports media last season. A lot of them were saying, I think even Skip Bayless at one point was saying, yeah, I think the whole Undisputed panel, if the Lakers could find a way to avoid the Nuggets, or if they could just find a way to get past the Denver Nuggets, then for sure they will absolutely have an opportunity to go to the West. I remember that. Now, looking at the Lakers prospects this season, do I believe that the Lakers have what it takes to go to the Western Conference Finals? As of now, I'm not sure. I think there's some teams that are probably still ahead of them. But then, one of the teams I had ahead of them was the Minnesota Timberwolves. But then the Minnesota Timberwolves dealed away Karl Anthony Towns to the New York Knicks, and they brought in Julius Randle, who could be streaky. So the makeup of that team has changed a little bit. And also, if you remember that series against the Denver Nuggets, it wasn't really Rudy Gobert that made the difference defensively on Nikola Jokic. It was Karl Anthony Towns. So for them to get rid of another 7-footer, and now you're going to be solely relying upon Rudy Gobert in a scenario in which possibly you face the Denver Nuggets again. I don't know what happened to the stock of the Minnesota Timberwolves, because Karl Anthony Towns was certainly a versatile big. He could stretch the floor. He can run the fast break. He can pick and pop. He had a very nice game, to himself. But I guess we'll have to see. In terms of the Lakers, let me see how the season starts off, and I'll give you guys a better idea of what I think. So, what I want to know from you guys, where do you stand on this issue? What these guys argued, and what do you think about today's analysis? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. Peace.